Chosen one, you woke up this morning and felt it before you even opened your eyes. A shift in the air. Something is different, even if you can't yet name it. If you've been carrying the weight of invisible battles, if you've been surviving quietly while the world went on without noticing, then this message is for you. Because 2026 is not just coming, it's coming for you, and it will finally honor every quiet sacrifice you made. You've stayed strong when no one else believed. You've sacrificed more than most will ever understand, making decisions that felt too heavy to carry, and yet somehow you kept walking forward. You endured without applause, fought without recognition, and prayed without certainty. And if you've ever wondered why life kept testing you, why it seemed like the universe kept pausing your progress, then listen carefully. Every challenge, every delay, every moment of patience was preparing you for this exact season. Right now, you might be asking yourself, why me? Why did I have to go through so much, only to feel invisible? That question has been echoing in your mind for too long. The answer is simple, and it's more powerful than you think, because 2026 is the year everything begins to make sense. This is the moment your persistence, your patience, and your quiet endurance finally get recognized. This is the moment you've been surviving for. Think about it. Every tear you've shed in silence, every sleepless night when the world kept moving while you felt stuck, every opportunity you let go of because timing wasn't right, all of it has been accounted for. Life has been quietly observing, noting, and now it's ready to return what you've given in ways you didn't even imagine. This year is not random. This year is intentional. And the universe isn't just rewarding you for what you did publicly, it's rewarding the battles only you knew about. You see, there's a difference between surviving and thriving. Surviving is about endurance. Thriving is about receiving. And 2026 is your invitation to transition from one to the other. It's a year that will teach you that the world doesn't always have to be a fight. That sometimes your efforts are acknowledged not by force or struggle, but by the gentle arrival of blessings. Can you feel it? That subtle sense of ease in your chest? That quiet curiosity that something is shifting? That's the energy of the season ahead. You're about to notice things falling into place without you chasing, without you forcing, without you straining. Opportunities that were distant will feel closer. People who didn't see your worth will finally align with your vision. Doors that were locked will open in ways that feel effortless. And here's the secret that most people never tell you: the universe remembers quiet labor. Every act of patience, every decision made in integrity, every moment when you chose to rise instead of complain, it's all been logged in the fabric of your life. And now, 2026 is the year that invisible record becomes visible. You might feel skeptical. You might say, I've been waiting too long for this. That's fair. You've been patient longer than most, and that's exactly why this moment is so powerful. The longer the silence, the deeper the impact when recognition finally comes. And it's not just recognition for the world to see, it's recognition that settles deep in your soul. Picture this: a door that has been closed for years suddenly opens. A connection you thought was lost realigns effortlessly. A project that felt impossible starts moving on its own. A sense of peace you didn't think you deserved finally lands in your life. These aren't coincidences. These are the results of the quiet sacrifices, the unseen battles, the nights you stayed awake carrying your responsibilities while the world slept. And here's where it gets even better: these rewards won't overwhelm you. They won't arrive in chaos or confusion. They will be aligned, calm, and deeply satisfying. This is a year where life isn't about proving yourself anymore. It's about receiving what's already yours. You'll feel it in your chest first, a lightness, a relief, a sense of being finally understood. You've been preparing for this without even knowing it. Every time you endured a loss gracefully, every time you forgave when you didn't have to, every time you chose patience over impulsive action, you were getting ready for this season. And now, the universe is ready to answer your silent prayers. Can you imagine how it will feel to finally see the results of everything you did in secret? not for recognition or praise, but for your own sense of justice, peace, and alignment. That's what this year will bring. And here's the truth that most people miss: the bigger the sacrifice, the bigger the reward. And if you're hearing this, chosen one, your sacrifices have been monumental. This isn't about material gain alone. It's about alignment, peace, and life finally catching up to your integrity. It's about your energy no longer being depleted by the chaos of the world. It's about doors opening without struggle, people showing up without demand, and moments of joy arriving quietly but fully. The universe doesn't rush. It doesn't panic. It doesn't reward the loudest or the most desperate. It rewards consistency, faith, and courage that endures quietly. And that's exactly what you've shown. That's exactly why 2026 is tailor-made for you. You may notice it in small ways at first. A conversation goes differently. A moment of recognition feels overdue. Opportunities appear without your usual struggle. But gradually, you'll start to see the bigger pattern. The universe is finally paying attention. And this time, it's not holding back. You've waited, endured, and survived. Now it's time to receive, not with anxiety, not with fear, not with hesitation, but with open arms, quiet confidence, and the awareness that what's coming is deserved. Every struggle that once seemed pointless is now the reason for your strength. Every delay that frustrated you is now a part of perfect timing. Every loss that hurt is now a building block for what you are about to gain. This is your moment, chosen one. A moment that the world may not understand, a moment that may seem ordinary to others, but a moment that carries the weight of years of perseverance. The universe has aligned in ways that you didn't see before. And here's the final truth for this section: the more quietly you endured, the more powerfully you will experience the reward. 2026 is the year your patience meets purpose. Every silent sacrifice you made, every choice you made in integrity, every moment you stayed standing when the world doubted you, it is all being returned, multiplied, in ways you cannot yet imagine. This is the start of a season that will feel like life itself is finally recognizing you. And the beauty of it: you don't need to shout, you don't need to fight, you only need to step forward with awareness and gratitude, because what's coming is as gentle as it is inevitable. So if you're listening, if you've endured, if you've sacrificed quietly, know this 26 is your reward year. Every unseen act of courage, patience, and integrity is finally being honored. And this is only the beginning. You will feel it first in subtle ways. A conversation that used to frustrate you now flows easily. A door that felt permanently closed begins to open. Opportunities appear in ways that don't require force or struggle. That ease you've been craving. That's the universe finally acknowledging your patience. It will feel unfamiliar at first because for so long, life required you to fight for every small victory. Now, the victories begin to arrive without effort, and the realization that you're finally being rewarded will be deeply emotional. This is the year where timing no longer feels like a burden, where waiting isn't painful, where the pauses that once frustrated you reveal themselves as preparation for the rewards you are about to receive. Every delay, every season of silence, every moment you endured alone was a step toward this alignment. And now the pieces are falling into place. Doors that once resisted you are beginning to swing wide, and people who once seemed indifferent are now aligning naturally with your life. You may notice a shift in your energy. The constant tension in your body begins to ease. Your mind stops racing with what-ifs and should-haves. You start to breathe in a way you haven't in years, deep, unforced, natural. And that is how you will know the season of reward has truly arrived. It isn't dramatic and it isn't flashy. It is quiet, gentle, and deeply satisfying. Every quiet sacrifice you made is being honored in ways that matter most: your peace, your clarity, your confidence, your ability to receive without fear. People who once questioned your strength now see your power, not because you needed to prove it, but because your life now radiates the fruit of your endurance. And that chosen one is far more powerful than recognition ever could be. You will notice that challenges still arise. They always will, but they no longer define you. They no longer control your path. They no longer demand your panic, your fear, or your exhaustion. You face them with calm assurance because 2026 has given you something priceless, proof that your patience, courage, and integrity are more valuable than any external validation. Imagine waking up one morning and realizing you are finally free from the weight you carried for years. No one is taking anything from you. No one is questioning your worth. The universe itself seems to be acknowledging that your silent battles, your quiet endurance, and your unwavering hope deserve a season of reward. And it isn't just symbolic, you feel it in tangible ways. Opportunities come easily, conversations flow naturally, relationships stabilize, and the inner peace that you thought was impossible finally settles into your life. This is a year where alignment replaces struggle, where effort is honored without constant pushback, where patience pays off and integrity attracts its due reward. And it will happen gradually at first, so you learn to recognize it. You will notice the small victories, a supportive message from someone who finally understands, a breakthrough in a project that had stalled for months, a day when everything goes smoothly without you needing to intervene at every step. These subtle changes are the beginning of a powerful chain reaction. You have been living in preparation for this moment. Every moment of quiet resilience, every time you chose to stay standing when giving up would have been easier, every decision made in faith rather than desperation, all of it is converging now. 2026 is your proving ground, but not in the way you think. It isn't about testing you again. It is about rewarding you for the way you handled the previous tests. It is about showing you that your efforts, your patience, your sacrifices were never wasted. There is something profound about finally being recognized for your quiet strength. The universe has a way of balancing the scales that is subtle but absolute. The struggles you endured alone now become the foundation of your advancement. People who doubted, ignored, or misunderstood you are no longer central to your path. Their opinions fade in importance because you finally understand that your reward doesn't come from them. It comes from the alignment between your effort and the universe's timing. This year will also teach you to value your own energy in ways you never have before. You will become selective with where you invest yourself, who you allow into your space, and which battles are actually worth fighting. You no longer need to exhaust yourself proving your worth because 2026 confirms it inherently. And this confirmation will bring you a confidence so steady that you can navigate challenges without panic or desperation. You will notice that life begins to flow around you in harmony with your own rhythm. You are no longer moving against the current. The opportunities, people, and experiences that match your energy naturally come closer, and those that no longer serve you quietly drift away. This is not loss, it is refinement. It is life aligning with the version of you that has been shaped by years of quiet endurance. Your relationships will reflect this shift. You will meet people who resonate with your energy, who appreciate your presence without asking you to prove yourself. Connections will deepen, support will become mutual, and the friction that once defined interactions will dissolve. You will see that what you once thought required constant effort now arrives effortlessly because your energy no longer attracts what is misaligned. Even your inner world will transform. Anxiety that once consumed you over uncertainty begins to dissolve. Fear that once dominated your choices no longer holds sway. You begin to trust the process of life, knowing that every step you took, every sacrifice you made, has brought you to a season where the universe itself is conspiring in your favor. This is also the year where joy sneaks in quietly, yet powerfully. Small moments of laughter, peace, and relief appear in places you didn't expect. You start noticing the beauty of life again, not as a fleeting luxury, but as a steady current. Every act of selflessness, every difficult choice, every silent struggle has contributed to this serenity, and it is yours to experience fully. By mid-year, you will feel a profound shift. The weight of years of silent sacrifice begins to lift. You will understand that what you thought was struggle was actually preparation. What you thought was delay was timing. What you thought was invisibility was actually accumulation of wisdom, patience, resilience, and readiness for reward. And that readiness allows you to step into the blessings of 2026 without resistance. This year, the universe rewards subtlety as much as effort. It rewards integrity as much as endurance. It rewards patience as much as sacrifice. And if you have been quietly holding on, consistently showing up, and staying true to yourself, you are about to witness the most profound acknowledgement you have ever experienced. 2026 is your year of quiet triumphs, not loud celebrations, but steady, fulfilling victories that resonate with your soul. Every reward is aligned with your energy, your past efforts, and your worth. You will finally feel the balance between what you gave and what you receive, and it will feel long overdue, deeply satisfying, and completely deserved. And here's the final truth for this section: your sacrifices, patience, and quiet endurance have been noticed all along. This year, the acknowledgement arrives not as a distant promise, but as tangible reality. Every moment you stayed strong, every challenge you endured alone, every step you took without applause, has led to this a year where 2026 rewards you fully, intentionally, and in perfect alignment with your energy and worth. You have survived for this. You have waited for this. And now, chosen one, you are stepping into a season where every quiet sacrifice you made is finally recognized, honored, and returned. The universe has not forgotten you. 2026 is proof.